Straight up, Tennessee family, what's happening? It's your boy Ruck in the building today. It is Wednesday, man. I hope everybody's had a great week so far. Cannot believe that we have made it to another mid-week chat. It's Austin P week, man. We got a lot to kind of talk about today. I want to bring up more of the conversation on the Joe Milton talk around the world. I'm very, very, very aware of some things, and I'm also very confused by some things. Man, we're going to dive into, I wish we were doing a full pump the gas or hit the brakes, but I got a couple of things that I want to talk about pumping the gas or hitting the brakes. And then, man, we're going to move into all of the press conferences that have happened this week. Brew McCoy, Joey Hosley, Tim Banks, Tyler Barron, Ollie Lane, Omar Norman Lott, and so many more, man. We are halfway there, y'all. We've made it to another Wednesday. Tap in with us today. Not going to be too long of a show, but we're going to go in. We got a lot to talk about today, man. We love y'all. It's time to get it. Welcome to Straight Up Tennessee today, man, and welcome to the midweek chat of Austin P Week. Let's get it.
From 40, on the way, a knuckleball. He got it!
Oh, yeah. Welcome, everybody, to this midweek chat of Austin P Week. It's your boy Ruck in the building. I'm flying solo today, but it's okay, man. Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification, man. Join the channel. 99 cents. What are we doing? You want to be a part of the family, man? Go ahead and join it, man. It helps us out, helps push us the algorithm. But at the most of it, man, it helps us as a channel grow, man. Y'all been rocking with us 760 plus. Y'all really are tapping into the content, and we appreciate it. And so let's continue to push this brand. Let's continue to push it to people who also love the same things as us, man. And that's Tennessee football, man. I'm very excited for today's show. If you're listening on Apple or Spotify, we're also glad that you're rocking with us there, man. Continue to rate this thing 5 stars and let the people know why they need to be listening to Straight Up Tennessee, baby. I hope everybody's having a great morning, afternoon, whenever you're tapping in with us. Hope you're having a great day. Man, it's going to be a good show today. I'm very intrigued about a lot of things I've heard this week. But can we start the show off by talking about Clemson for a second? The Clemson Tigers, if you did not see, lost to the Duke Blue Devils. Now, normally when you hear Duke and Clemson playing and Duke wins, it's no coincidence because it was a basketball game. But Clemson lost to Duke in a football game on Monday. I'm hesitating. Y'all. And here's why. Dabo Swinney is a fantastic head coach. I believe what he's done at Clemson, how he turned that program around in the 2010s to 2020s. They won a couple of natties. They had great rosters from Deshaun Watson to Trevor Lawrence and so many more. They had dogs. Now, post Trevor Lawrence, post DJ Ungalalele, whatever his name is, he's at Oregon State now. You are seeing some holes there in Clemson, South Carolina. You are seeing some recruiting gaps there in Clemson. And I dare to say that the dynasty might be over. What do y'all think? Do you think this is the beginning of the end for the Clemson Tigers? Cade Klubnik just is not impressive. Their wide receiving core, not impressive. The defense, Not impressive. There's just a lot with this Clemson team that's very interesting. And watching them, it just felt very uncharacteristic of how they lost, but also the fact that they got blew out. It's different to lose. If you lose by a field goal, a touchdown, man, your fans can rock with that. They got beat 28-7. They didn't look good. They just didn't look good. And I hate it for them, but they didn't look good. They dropped all the way to number 25 in the AP poll. If you haven't seen the new AP poll, the Vols are number 9 in the country. That top 10 is something to be crazy about. I mean, Georgia, Michigan, Alabama, Florida State moves to 4. Ohio State's at 5. USC State at 6. I believe it's Penn State, Washington, us, and I can't remember who's at 10. That's a really, really strong top 10. There's a lot of powerhouses in that top 10, and we are in great company there, sitting at number 9 right now. You know, looking forward to Saturday's game. A couple of things I'm looking for. I'm not per se looking to see if Tennessee stretches the field more, throws the football more. I'm looking more at execution on opportunity. Right? I believe that there's going to be opportunities for Joe to stretch the field. There were opportunities that he stretched the field last Saturday. Ramel Keaton dropped the ball. Period. I got people saying, I'm hearing people on VolQuest message boards, Rocky Top Insider, 247 message boards, like saying Joe underthrew the ball, and that's why Ramel Keaton dropped the ball. Do y'all really think that? Or do y'all just have like a vendetta out on Joe Milton? Can I take y'all back to 2022 against Pittsburgh? Hendon Hooker against Pittsburgh. Can I take you back there for a second? Hendon Hooker ended the game 27 of 42. 2 touchdowns. He targeted one receiver 18 times. Guess how many times they connected? 9. Cedric Tillman had 9 catches after being targeted 18 times. Joe Milton went 21 of 30, 70% completion percentage. He threw for 2 touchdowns. He ran for 2 touchdowns. He accounted for 4 total touchdowns. Did he miss Ramel across the middle on the deep post? Yeah. That's just a timing thing. You don't hit everybody. He is human. He is just like every other quarterback, just like Hendon Hooker in a sense. Hendon Hooker did not hit every throw that left his hand. Matter of fact, the offense last year didn't even really get it going until the LSU game. Like, go back and think about this. You beat Ball State. They suck. You go to Pittsburgh. You play terribly. The offense played terribly against Pittsburgh. I mean, terribly. And still scored 34 points. Then you get Akron at home. You better blow them out, right? Then you get Florida at home. And let's not act like Florida wasn't a play away from beating us, y'all. Let's just be real. Tennessee was up 38-21 with like 11 minutes to go in the game. And Florida fought back and almost won the game. Let's be reminded. The offense still scored 38 points that game. Final score was 38-33. It wasn't until week 5 when we went down there to Baton Rouge and we put the country on notice. The offense erupted. Jalen Hyatt scores 2. Jabari. Jay Wright. It was just whoever wanted to score that night, that day, did. It took 5 games, y'all. 5. It took 5 games for Tennessee to figure it out last year. Can there just be some grace on the boy Joe Milton? Can y'all calm down just a little bit and let the boy play? He's making great decisions. He's getting the football where it needs to go. He has a little, every quarterback throws it high every now and then. Hendon Hooker did it. But for some reason, a lot of Tennessee fans just have this marking on Joe like he has to be perfect or else he sucks. And I need people to calm down on that. He looked so efficient. He looked so good. I was watching the Paul Feinbaum show on Tuesday afternoon, and the Joe Milton conversation came up. It wasn't the Feinbaum show, it was the Matt Berry show. And Paul Feinbaum was on there. They were just talking about a lot of different little things with Tennessee. They were like, you have to take Tennessee seriously right now. Joe Milton, athletically, the poise in the pocket, the calmness he has of operating the offense, what he brings into different scenarios that a lot of other teams just not going to be able to stop. You know, Paul Feinbaum agreed. All of those things are true, but he also agreed that Josh Heupel is just that guy. Josh Heupel is so much of a player's coach that it sounds cliche, but it's actually authentic. So I'm telling y'all this to say this. Give Joe time. Give Joe time. Give the offense time. They're going to go Saturday, and they're going to go put up 50 plus, and they're going to execute well in them new smoky grays at home for the first time this year, and then they get to go to the Swamp next Saturday. If Joe Milton, hear me, if Joe Milton goes to the Swamp next Saturday at 7 p.m. Eastern and beats Florida, how many people are going to be like, Joe Milton is a Tennessee legend? He's the first quarterback to beat Florida since 2003. How many people would do it? How many people that are talking crazy about him now are going to be falling at his feet when they go down there to Florida and have the opportunity to win that game? That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. But what I am going to say to end that conversation about Joe is give him time. Be patient. Let the boy work. It's Wednesday, but before we hop into pump the gas or hit the brakes, we have a great opportunity with a brand called The True Tennessean. If you go to The True Tennessean, you go to www.truetennessean.com. Use the code straight up 10. You'll get a nice little surprise at checkout with a 10% discount on any item you choose in the store. They got great things, man. Hats, Tennessee Vol stuff, just state of Tennessee brand, outdoors, adventure stuff, man. They are killing it over there at True Tennessean. Love this company. Go ahead and go to them and use code straight up 10. It's time for my favorite segment of the week, and that is pump the gas or hit the brakes. And on this segment today, man, we've got 3 questions where I'm going to kind of just filter them. We're going to see kind of where we go today on these 3 questions on pump the gas or hit the brakes. And so the first question is pump the gas or hit the brakes. Joe Milton will throw 4 touchdowns against Austin Peay. I am going to pump the gas on that. I believe that Joe is going to operate at a high level. And I don't even think all 4 of these touchdowns are like dots or even, and when I say dots, I don't think they're bombs. I don't think they're they're go routes or anything. I think it's a lot of the same stuff we see. We drive the ball down. We got a little dump pass. We got a little pop pass to the tight end, a quick slant to a receiver, something easy that just gets him in the feel of the game, and he sees the ball go into the checkerboards. I am pumping the gas that Joe Milton throws the football. not accounts for, but throws the football for 4 or more touchdowns. Pump the gas or hit the brakes. The defense forces 2 turnovers against the Austin P Governors. And I am actually going to hit the brakes here. Last week, Tennessee did not force a turnover against the Virginia Cavaliers. And it's just one thing that I believe that we have struggled to do in the Tim Banks system. Now, does that mean that we can't and we shouldn't? No, that means that we just haven't. And so I'm going to hit the brakes on that for now until I can see it happen. If we said, hey, we're going to pump the gas to hit the brakes, and Tennessee is going to force 1 turnover, I would pump the gas on that. I think we can force a turnover. We're going to do it. But when we say 2, it worries me because we just haven't seen that happen just yet. Pump the gas or hit the brakes. D. Williams returns a punt for a touchdown. I'm going to pump the gas on this thing. If you haven't seen how electric D is, yes, he had a special teams fumble last week. I get it. This man is probably the most dynamic kick returner that I've ever seen, I think. I mean, at least in a Tennessee uniform, he's the best returner since Evan Berry. Anytime Evan Berry touched the football, you knew it was going for 6. That's how I feel about D. I feel like anytime D touches the ball, it has the potential to go 6 because of how explosive and dynamic this guy is just in the flow of the game. I just can't believe it. I simply can't believe how good he is in the return game. It is so special to me. It's so special to watch. Every time he kicks it, I'm like, crib D. Anybody that sits beside me in the game, no, we go into the house. I say it every time because I believe that when he touches the ball, it can happen. So I'm pumping the gas that D. Williams gets a punt return for a touchdown against Austin P on Saturday. Y'all, we're turning the corner, man. It's Wednesday midweek chat. Josh Heupel met with the media on Monday. And on Tuesday, all the coordinators, offense and defense, Eckler did not get to meet with the media, but Tim Banks, Joey Housley, we saw John Campbell, we saw Omar Norman Lott, Tyler Barrett, Ollie Lane, Brew McCoy was on Monday. Just a great slate of Vols, man, getting the opportunity to speak to the media and just share a lot about their experience in that game Saturday. A guy that I love, man, is the boy John Campbell, man. John Campbell he just seems like he's so fun to be around, but he also seems like he take care of his business. You know what I'm saying? Like it feels like John Campbell comes in to work and just takes care of business. He puts the pads on, he straps up, and he don't care who's in front of him. He's just taking care of business. They asked him about his block, where he took the boy back to the locker room last Saturday, and he said his phone's still going crazy. You know, the one thing that I loved about John Campbell's interview as well was the fact that he's just humble, man. They kept asking him, what's the difference between Miami and Tennessee? And he asked them back. He said, like, what do you mean by that? And they go further. Excuse me, y'all. They go further into the conversation, and John Campbell basically just says, you know, the thing about Tennessee is I wanted an opportunity to showcase my talent. Man, I ain't never been on ESPN. I ain't never went viral. Like none of that has been me, but I wanted that opportunity, and I knew Tennessee would present that opportunity, and I love it here. That's what you want to hear if you're a Tennessee fan. You don't care as much about guys who are just coming over, getting opportunities to play, and they're out. But you care about the guys who truly endure and are humbly positioned in a way to where they truly love the decision they made, but they also know where to come and get that opportunity that they're looking for. And I'm glad John Campbell is a Tennessee Vol because he is an impressive young kid. He's going to the league. He's a dog. He's relentless. He's fiery, gets off the ball quickly, uses his hands well without holding. And I'm glad John Campbell is a Vol. Loved hearing Tyler Barron speak. Ollie Lane gave credit to Cooper Mays for just continuing to push leadership on him as he continues to thrive and step into this new role of starting at center right now while Coop is out. And I hope Ollie moves straight over to left guard, man, because he's earned the right to play. He's earned the right to play. I'm telling you, he's earned the right to play. So Omar Norman Lyon, I had no idea he was a Cali kid. He's never been in the South and how much he loves Tennessee, the opportunity it presented for him and his future. All I've heard is how great of a pass rusher Omar is, how strong he is, how fierce he is. And I truly loved watching him play last week, and I'm excited to see what happens from game 2 to game 12 with him. I think he's going to show a lot of passion. I think he's going to show a lot of grit, and that's what he brings to this defensive line. Is that he brings that dog mentality, that guy that's like, you're not going to get past me, and if you do, I'm still going to smack you. And so, man, just a lot of great interviews this week, man. It's been a great week so far, but the week is halfway over. We still have our Friday show, Chop It Up Friday, man, where we are going to finalize the week. We're going to talk more about Austin Peay. What do we think? I think Tennessee's going to handle business, man. I really, really do. My final was 59-10. I'm sticking with it. I just don't see anything else. I think Tennessee is just that much better. I really do. But everybody's ready for next week. I think everybody has their eyes set on Florida. And that's where I got my eyes set. I can't lie. I don't care about really anything else, bro. This Florida game is going to be bananas. It's going to be absolutely bananas. And I just can't wait for it. So, missed my dog turn today, but it's okay, man. I hope y'all enjoyed the episode. Y'all enjoyed the show today. Told you it wouldn't be too long, man. But we'll be back on Friday for Chop It Up Friday. We'll end the week, man. We're very excited to end the week because that means that it's one more day on Friday until the Tennessee Volunteers face off on Saturday against the Austin Peay Govs at 5 p.m. Eastern there on Rocky Top. We'll see you guys Friday. Have a great Wednesday and a great Thursday. We'll catch y'all back on Friday. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Ruck. I'm out. And you already know, man, it's straight up Tennessee, baby. We'll see you on Friday for the One More Day episode. Peace.